Good morning. So I don't often come over here, do I? Just outside both woods in the middle. I've actually come all the way through. So what we have is we have Rita Woodoo on this side and Liftholt just over here. I think in the very first video I might have wandered through here and looked at the sunset I think it was, over the fence just over here, but not since then. Interestingly, having not wandered through here for a while, I hadn't seen this. Let me pick you up. In this field where there were cows last time we were here is this tree that has fallen quite badly. There we go, sorry about all of that. Now the question is, where did it fall from? Because I don't think it was in the field. I'm going to wander over and have a quick look, seeing as there's no electric fence stopping me this time. I feel like it's been taken from over here. I see a couple of tree shapes that look like they've been recently cut down. I don't know, it just looks too big for any of these, but maybe they were just trying to clear their lines a bit. So it looks like it was intentional. I thought perhaps, oh, there's a big one over here, I bet it's from over here. I guess they're just trying to keep their line smooth. Okay, that's not quite as exciting. I thought maybe it'd fallen down at some point. But yeah, we just come down for the dawn chorus. We're not really quite here at dawn, I don't think, but we're not far off. Clock's changed this week, so everyone's in jet lag and not sure what's going on. It's ridiculous, isn't it, really? And only an hour difference, and yet somehow it's quite tricky. Oh, I'm just realising I wasn't in shot when I said most of that. I was just over here, wandering from down this fence line. I probably wasn't in shot. Oh dear. Heading into Rita Woodoo today. It's finally not muddy. I can actually stand here. I'm sort of a little torn about that really, because whilst it makes walking a bit easier, I do miss the little puddles and ponds even. Alright, this is rather exciting because this appears to be a bluebell coming up. And I know bluebells are around locally, having seen people taking pictures. I don't think we have a lot of bluebells in these woods, but I mean, maybe one at least. We'll see if there's any patches of them. It would be great if there were, but I'm not holding out hope because I don't remember seeing them before. So I actually wandered off the main path just after the fallen tree, and I found a couple of bluebells. Now I'd zoom out to show you the huge carpet full of them, but I can't because these are the only two that are currently in residence. I wonder if more are going to pop up or if they're just going to be sporadic. Either way, it's nice to see some. They're very much in the same way that daffodils are the harbinger of winter turning to spring. I feel like bluebells are your, hey, this is spring happening sort of flower. Great to see them though, even if it's just a couple. Now, I always find this fascinating. Fallen trees that leave these, that they pull their roots out and pull like a huge area of ground up. And you find that quite often sprinkled in these woods. I mean, I guess it happens everywhere, but I just always find it really interesting. I guess you get to see what's going on under the soil a bit. To me, this looks very red and clayey. which, I mean, I'm no expert, who knows, but I feel like this one must have been down a while, because if you look over this side, you can't even see the trunk, it's just been smothered in plants. You can see there's another tree that's fallen behind it. Whether one brought down the other one, I've got no idea. But I just always find it, I mean, you can see how huge the root system it pulled up is. I mean, it's taller than me. And that's just the roots it pulled. I'm sure some of them just snapped off and go further into the ground, but massive root systems. I feel like you could use them as shelters almost, in a way, if you were a traveller. You know, back in the old times or new times. So I'm very much off the main track now, but as you can see, this does get walked. I mean, this is not just an animal path, obviously. This looks like it's a path that people... I saw footprints and such. So somebody else aside from me walks around in the back of these woods, which is kind of cool. I suppose maybe I should be trying to mark this on our map as a path, but it's on the edge of being a path, really, so I'm not going to. Despite how clearly marked it is here, there are other areas where it's not so easy. Alright, I've wandered off the path, even more so, off the off path, because I saw this flash of yellow. And on getting over here and looking it up, it seems like this might be a plant called Scotch broom, which I guess isn't super rare, but it's the only one that I'm seeing. And it has these quite nice yellowy flowers. It's the only one, it's the kind of plant I'd expect to see lots of, but honestly it's the only one I see around here, so it very much drew my attention. But it's quite nice, isn't it? It's probably 7-8 feet tall. Not really got its leaves in yet. Seems to have flowered before it's leafed. But yeah, there we go. Let me zoom out a touch. You probably won't really be able to see a whole lot of what's going on, but oh, maybe. There you go. Nice flash of colour. Alright, we have found ourselves another flower. I was just looking out at the vista when I looked down, and there's a bunch of this about to flower. I think it's going to be very flowery, but this is the first one that's flowered, and it appears to be garlic mustard. I'm trying to remember if we identified garlic mustard in an earlier video, or at least thought we did. Not sure now, but pretty cool. It, I guess, is also known as Jack by the Hedge, which is an amazing name, isn't it? I'd almost rather call it that, to be honest. But there it is, and if I zoom out a bit there, you can see all of those round toothy leaves down there. It's going to be a lot of this stuff. If I scan up, you can see it's all growing through here, and a lot of them have these heads just waiting to... oh dear. A lot of them have heads just waiting to flower. You can't really see it there, but yeah. Another new flower identified. And here's how close we are to the vista. There it is. Alright, I think we may have found what may become one of the little bluebell havens. It was chock full of daffodils, but maybe you can see there's the odd flash of, well, purple really, in there. A lot of spurge over to the right, that very bright greenish. But yeah, I think this is going to be quite bluebelly. It's just down by the gate on the way to the chimney. We'll keep an eye on it.